Oil without a heavy, oily taste. Mrs. Padilla tells our interviewer that she's used the same salad oil for about 5 years. Now she's tasting salad made with an oil she's never tried. Listen.
It doesn't taste oily. I don't taste the oil at all.
It's made with Crisco oil, a vegetable oil without that heavy, oily taste. Here's your oil. Here's Crisco oil. Any difference?
The Crisco oil is definitely lighter in color.
How does Crisco oil taste?
It tastes light. It tastes light.
And your oil?
That has more of an oily taste.
How do you shop for things like oil, Mrs. Padilla? Habit?
Mostly out of habit. Unless it's proven to me by word of mouth or by a test like this to show me the difference.
Then you think you'll try Crisco oil?
I certainly will. It's much lighter tasting.
You try the much lighter oil. Crisco oil without that heavy, oily taste.
Well, Miss Amy Hayes began her afternoon nap.
Well, you certainly got her to sleep fast enough. She usually gives me an argument first.
Oh, she gave me a couple. But the Brahms Lullaby always gets them. Even when I hum it in my horrible voice. Oh, Mrs. Hayes, she's so adorable. Just make a note. You've got a babysitter whenever you need one.
Be careful, because I'll take you up on that. Oh, I'm so glad you came to lunch today. It's a shame Ed couldn't come along, too.
Well, I extended your invitation. But you know Ed, even when he has free time, he has a compulsion to stay around the hospital and learn things.
You like him quite a lot, don't you?
Maybe a little too much.
Well, why do you say that?
Because I have a dangerous rival.
Oh, is he interested in another girl?
Oh, no. There's no other girl. I think I'd almost prefer that. No, my dangerous rival is surgery. And that's the toughest competition in the world. As the daughter of a surgeon, I have to report that my own father's married to surgery. And it's a frighteningly successful marriage.
But he also married your mother.
Yes, and when I was born, she died. At that point, he married surgery. And they've lived happily together ever since.
Are you saying that your father has neglected you?
Oh, I don't think you could call it that. I don't know what I expected of Father, really. Maybe just a little more contact. He's always been just a big, important person. Someone who came in from the outside world once in a while to say hello to me. And my nurses would say, "There's your father, Leslie." That's how I found out who he was.
He does sound a little more remote than average.
Well, he's no average man, my father. But average men have their virtues, too. I met Ed's father the other day. He struck me as the kind of person who made instant contact. He seemed like such a warm man. I'd like to really meet him sometime. And Mrs. Bauer, too.
Well, maybe I can arrange that, if Ed doesn't first. Sometime when you have a date, bring Ed over here, and I'll invite his family, too.
Oh, that sounds awfully nice.
Well, when's your next date?
Well, tonight. But it certainly wouldn't work out tonight. We have a date at my father's house, and wild horses couldn't drag Ed away. I think my father's the only reason that Ed dated me tonight.
Josephine, it's a bet. Okay, Miss Bowles. Your cleanser against my new Comet. Mine'll win, because it gets 2 tries at cleaning that tough food stain. Comet's so good, it only needs 1 try. New extra strength Comet gets out stains far better than any other leading cleanser. Even yours. We'll see. Ready? Ready. Here's my cleanser's first try. We'll wet it and wait. Didn't clean much, sorry to say. I'll give it a second try, but Comet gets just 1. Wet 'em, wait again. My cleanser still left some stain. After 2 tries. But Comet took it off with 1 try. Comet's the stain-removing cleanser, the only one with superchlorinol. Disinfects better, too. My cleanser lost by a mile, but I won, because I found out about Comet. New extra-strength Comet gets out stains far better than any other leading cleanser.
The maid let me in. Don't move.
What? Why?
No, really, please, just don't move. You know, I never realized it before. It's remarkable how much you look like your mother.
I didn't know you were given to flattery. She was very beautiful.
Well, you're not so hard to look at yourself, you know.
She was even more beautiful than the portrait indicates.
Now, how would you know that? You never saw her, did you?
No, but my father's told me many times.
Yes, but surely he even must have noticed the resemblance. I mean, even if I noticed it?
Well, I think he did say once that I looked a little like her. I'm the poor man's version of my mother, I guess. Oh, can I fix you a drink while we're waiting for Father?
All right. Just one. Where is he?
Now, what a silly question. He was called for an emergency consultation. Something about the liver of a very important senator, I think. But in the meantime, you can endure just talking to me for a little while, can't you?
Well, I can try.
Good. Here, then.
Thanks. You know, I never cease to be impressed by the kind of life your father leads. He's a great man among just ordinary men. But you don't realize that, do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
You know, you're a funny kid, Leslie. You seem kind of hostile toward your father's talents.
Maybe that's because I think my father's talent's a little hostile towards me.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. No, something. Let me see if I can explain, because this is a perfect example. We sit here talking. And what are we talking about? Me, you, the latest movie, the latest book? No. We're talking about my father's talent. Why not talk about your father? Why not talk about his talent for a change?
Why? What do you see in him to talk about?
An unappreciated father.
Well, what's to be appreciated? Your father's an important man, even a great man. My father's a miserable failure.
Don't you think your standards need a little bit of examination, Dr. Bauer? What do you call success and what do you call failure?
I call success, success. And failure, failure.
My father's a success as a surgeon, yes. But he's a failure as a homemaker, Ed. He isn't even interested.
Yes, but my father's a failure as a homemaker, too. Or a success as a homebreaker, whichever you choose to call it.
You're awfully hard on him. Your father regrets his mistake, and he's trying to recover from it. Why can't you see that?
Because in the first place, that's not at all what he's doing. Do you want to know what he's doing?
What?
He's gone and barged into another big mistake. He started drinking again. Ah, yes, he's had the good enough sense to stay off it for a few years. But now he's gone and picked up the bottle again.